off my chest already, Bill. Both President Biden and former President Trump are courting CEOs and executives as the race for president heats up. Joining us now to discuss what Wall Street is looking to hear from both candidates at tonight's debate. Bill Daley served as chief of staff to former President Obama and Commerce Secretary under former President Bill Clinton. He was a Democrat. That's so weird, isn't it? Are you sure?
It's a long time ago.
Who's moved where? We've had you on a lot. You're a Citigroup guy, right? Or what bank?
No, I was with Wells.
Wells. Okay,
left.
And so you're a bankster. You're a private sector guy. I don't mean banks. I mean you have worked. You've worked with the private sector, so you're not necessarily in lockstep with maybe a lot of things that the current fringe of the left is in lockstep with.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we
never have been.
Right. And so I like having you on for that reason. But to talk about tonight, I know you think Trump has issues, obviously, and people that vote for him obviously have issues. But you concede that to vote for Biden, you have to overlook some things as well at this point, too.
Yeah, look, it's obvious based upon the polling. People aren't real happy with either one.
Right.
Let's be honest. And the race has been close. If you look at, even though President Trump has been in the lead, it's really in each of these states within the margin of error.
Right.
So big surprise. We have a close, divided nation. It's going to go down to the wire as it did 4 years ago. And this debate will be important.
It will be.
Because everyone has expectations. One is whether President Biden can come out and perform. And two, whether President Trump goes back to sort of the style he had in the debate 4 years ago and gets everybody all riled up. And I think they're both fighting to counter those narratives.
Right. And I think at this point, I'm not convinced that President Biden is going to keep saying convicted 34 times by a jury of his peers.
I doubt it.
I don't think that's a smart move. And you've seen, who was it recently? Guy I'm starting to like, again, former Governor Cuomo was on saying, look, would have never happened. This case would have never, ever been brought by anyone against anyone other than Donald Trump. I mean, as far as the way the justice system was used, and maybe Biden didn't orchestrate it, although maybe he did, because he did have the guy that was second in charge. One of the Justice Department guys did come and help Alvin Bragg. But the way that was done, he raised $140 million after that, because people in this country don't like something like that.
There's no doubt that it, in a negative way, really reverberated it against the prosecutor. The president got sympathy. President Trump raised a ton of money off of it, and it energized his base because they thought there was a certain unfairness to pick out one guy. Now, nobody really disputed the facts of the case, but it was just whether or not this was a special prosecution for one person.
What do you mean? What were the facts of the case?
Well,
the facts of the case were it's not illegal to pay off to do an NDA. It's not. What they got him on was that it was classified as an expense instead of as a campaign expense, and that's a misdemeanor, and the statute of limitations was already over.
But you did have a jury. You can argue whether a jury was fair or whether blah blah blah. In New York, anybody can be fair on Donald Trump, all that stuff. But the fact is, the case is over. In many ways, it helped.
Be reversed on
it helped Donald Trump.
Right. So, what does Biden run on? You know what I would run on? Infrastructure. I think I wouldn't run on the CHIPS Act because I'm not convinced. We give all this money to Intel. Is Intel? Do we know which winners and losers to pick?
Biden should run on infrastructure.
He should run on getting that through.
Yes, I agree. I think.
Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
In each part of the, all over the country, you're seeing projects being built off of that. And he should highlight those. Whether you have a bridge being built or a highway being redone, those are the things that not only create jobs, they create positives in an economy around the nation. And he should definitely run on it. To me, that's probably the most important thing. That and the Inflation Reduction Act.
You could even say, okay, after COVID and we spent a lot of money and that maybe we should have, maybe not. We spent $2 trillion after that. Maybe it's worth it because maybe there was some inflation that people are still feeling, but maybe we'll get something out of that at least.
Yeah, overall, the economy is in good shape. I mean, you talk about it every day on this.
It is, Bill, but okay.
But for a certain group of people, obviously those who are stressed.
Anybody who gets a paycheck is making less.
Anybody.
That's why
anybody making a paycheck is making less than they made when Biden came into office.
Those who were stressed before COVID are stressed once
They're
again in a very solid
real
way.
wages are down 3.5%. They were up 9% under Trump.
That's what would be debated, whether or not people feel good about.
How can they feel good if they have less money than they had 4 years ago?
Not everybody does. We don't. You don't.
You know,
A lot of people in the country are doing
stock
much better
market
than
performance was great under Trump too, though, as you know.
But maybe not as good. The unemployment's been low and tremendously low for the last 2 years. So look at this is a close election. Debate tonight it'll be interesting to see how many people actually watch. We've never had a debate in June, whether people really focus, and then how many people stay with the debate. And then the spin tomorrow will be whether or not either one of them met the expectations, which is. With social media today, it will start at about 9:01 tonight.
All right, brass tacks.